Yo, good vibes to the Immaculate Collective. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I know I'm a little bit late today, but I felt like, you know what? Even if I'm late, I still wanted to go live and just kind of chat with you guys. We are here for the Leeds United versus Manchester United live watch-along. Obviously, in the mornings, we keep it a little bit quiet. We keep it a little bit more sort of, casual, a little more calmer. The one thing I do not want to do is, disturb and disrespect my neighbors, especially two of my neighbors who are with very... new additions to their families and whatnot. So I don't want to be waking up their babies and causing them trouble and whatnot. So we are going to be keeping it a little bit quiet, a little bit more calmer. But I have been watching the game. I have been keeping an eye on that first half. I don't know, man. It doesn't look good. I'm not going to lie to y'all. You know me. I'm not going to sit here and just chat nonsense. Just doesn't look good. But we are going to talk about it. We are going to break it down for y'all. So if you guys are joining us today, please get involved in the comments. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all of the socials, the links of which are in the description. But super easy. You just search Good Vibes John. Let me see who's checking in tonight. Who's checking in? What we got? We already have over 100 of you guys checking in across the interwebs today. We got Henry M. Smith checking in. We got D. Freitas checking in. We got Christopher MLBS checking in. What's going on? We got Day One's Vispo up in here. Very upset about Ruben Amorim already, as it seems like it. Marco George complaining, saying get out. I don't know if he's telling me to get out or if he's telling United. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, don't look too good. Kelly Geary in the chat. What's going on, Kelly? He says, John, this game is so hard to watch for us. No creativity. I feel your pain. Vinesh says, played well, but I sense that we are going to bottle it. Damn. Yikes, man. We got Orange Man in the chat. Says it's 6:25 a.m. in Arizona. You're perfectly on time. We got Ants Jr. We got my Korean family in the house. He says, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요 as well to you too. 새해 복 많이 받으시고. And to all of you, Happy New Year. Ants Jr. So let me know. Are you checking in from Korea? Let me know where you guys checking in from. Bless XIV says this game is a very hard watch. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm watching this right now. It doesn't look too good. It doesn't look too good. It is quite frustrating. But we are going to break it down from the perspective of where we are, especially with respect to Ruben Amorim's selection. We'll talk about it all, but I still just kind of want to see where everybody's checking in from. So let me see where y'all checking in from. HSHM says, we are, what's Pudina? He says, we are playing with 9 defensive players. Yeah, but can you really blame Ruben Amorim when he has so many players out due to injuries? Who can he really rely on to play, And Casemiro and Ugarte, you can't really classify them as defensive-minded players, really. Maybe more Ugarte, but I don't know. It's just a little unfortunate from both sides. But we got Anand Kunal checking in from Toronto. What's going on? Shouts out to Anand Kunal. Sending love to the 666. We got Not Even Kawaii checking in from Dallas. Sending love to you, my man. Out there in the Lone Star State. Thank you for checking in. Chen Wei checking in from Singapore. What's going on, Chen Wei? We got Ray checking in. Ray, how are you even up? I barely managed to struggle to get out of bed. Oh my God. He says, I feel like we're doing okay with the players we have. Really miss Ahmad, Brian, and of course, Brune Miguel Borges Fernandes. Honestly, Ray, you couldn't have taken the words out of you literally took the words right out of my mouth. Maiko in the chat says, United. Bless checking in from Scotland. Whereabouts in Scotland, my man? Thank you for checking in. We got Howie checking in from Zambia. Shouts out to my Zambians in the chat. HS in the chat, my man, Day One. He says, John out here looking 20 years old. I look 20. Man, that's the best comment I heard all day. Yo, I feel great. He said, I'm looking young. Cody checking in from South Africa. We got a bunch of my South African Immaculate Collective in the house. What's going on, yo? We got Connor McGrail checking in. What's going on, Connor? My man. Cody Campbell checking in from South. Did I read that already? What's going on? Vispo checking in. Says, what happened to the Knicks? We're not here to talk about the Knicks. We're not here to talk about the Knicks. We're here to talk about Manchester United. And I'm not going to lie to you. What I saw in that first half, obviously it needs to be better, but let's be real. It needs to be, I mean, given the circumstances with respect to the personnel, there's only so much Ruben Amorim can do. I mean, yeah, it's look, this is me, and you guys can. If you guys disagree with me, please let me know in the chat. Okay, please, please, please. But let's really be honest with ourselves here. Like, how much more can he do in this case? You know, how much more can he do to get more out of all of these squad players? Can you really blame him? Can you really blame him? We got OX Mark J checking in from Hong Kong. What's going on, my man? Oh, you checking? Oh, from Instagram to YouTube. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jesus says, or Jesus says, he's missing quality at the bench. I know, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Mark checking in. He's been watching since 1992. Damn, I wasn't even born then. Ants Jr. says, 혹시 한국분이신가요? 미국분이신가요? 저는 한국에서 태어났지만 뭐 I think I'm both Korean and American. I feel both identities. I'm a very proud Korean. Not so proud to be an American sometimes, but yeah, you know. We got HR says United edged in the first half. Hope it's more entertaining in the second half, though. I honestly, with the greatest respect to Leeds, I think they got a little bit boosted by their fan base with respect to them really getting behind what we've been seeing in terms of the energy and the pressure and the high intensity. But I do expect that to dip in that second half. I do expect it. International A Parker in the chat says 찌체명 쿠속. 그게 뭐야? What is that? 그게 뭐죠? Vispo sending me all the emojis on TikTok. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate that. Guys, by the way, if you guys are just checking in now, there's over 300 of you guys. We are keeping it very quiet here because I do not want to disrespect my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? We do not want to be waking up their babies because they got brand new babies. Yeah, they're fresh. Yeah, they're wah, wah, wah. You know what I mean? So we don't want to be doing that. We want to keep them quiet. You know what I mean? We just want to keep them quiet. You know what I'm saying? Hashim checking in from Pakistan. My man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my man. Jai, thank you so much for joining us. He says, love your content. Appreciate you for the kind words. But looks like the game is about to get underway here. Let's get back into talking about Manchester United. Here we go. There we go. And if you guys are joining us on social media, especially on your phone, you can open us on your laptop or your desktop and watch along with us through YouTube, youtube.com/@goodvibesjohn as we get underway here in the second half. Leeds United versus Manchester United. Come on. Come on. Come on. United. I thought Aiden Heaven's been pretty good, though. Big Mac, you in the chat. What's going on, Big Mac? My favorite burger from the fast food chains. Bilal checking in from Virginia. What's going on, my man? Me and Virginia have some ties. Shout out to Fredericksburg. I forgot the town name. But yeah, I honestly think Aiden Heaven has been pretty. I would say Aiden Heaven has been probably United's best player. He looks calm. I love that about Aiden. He's got that feistiness, but he also has that calmness about his game. He's strong, and he's not afraid to, stand by his choices. That sliding tackle he made in that box earlier on in that first half, I thought he's been good. Christopher MLBS says, yeah, he's been good form recently. Absolutely love to see it. Bilal says, doing good, man. I'm half asleep, though. Bilal, I don't know if you hear my voice. I'm half awake. I woke up, honestly, moaning. I was like... Bart checking in from Lübeck. We're still talking about marzipan, Bart. I still have yet to try it. I would love to see. By the way, that Šeško goal was pretty good. Ooh, Cunha doing work. Ooh, Brian Sasaki says Shaw isn't a good wingback for us. He's being too stationary. I think Shaw, obviously, given the age and the fact that, his style of play really has been a lot more tamer. Oh my God. Lenny Yoro getting rinsed for pace here. Aiden Heaven coming and checking. Aiden and coming in and helping out his fellow comrade there. That's what you love to see. Johnny Football says, gonna sleep at this rate watching this haram ball from Amorim. It ain't looking good, honestly. This needs to improve, but also at the same time, I do feel sympathy because what are you going to do? There's so many main starters out. Long throw in from Leeds. Oh my God, lots of spilling. Wow. How has nobody got a head on that? That took 3 bounces in the box. Matthew Beston says, still 0-0. I'm watching it right now. Yeah, we all watching it. Spit Joe Maddie with the crying emoji. Oh, that's a great ball. Here's Sheshko. I think advantage has been played. Here's Sheshko. He's got to get in the box, though. Spread it out. Get in there. Get it in there. Everybody's so upset about the whole situation, and rightly so. But, I mean, in this game, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You look at that bench. You look at all the players out. Like, how else is he going to set up this side? You know? How else is he going to set up this side? Here's Lucas Roberto Carlos. He's got space here. Cunha. Cunha's got a bit of space. That's a good... Oh, my God. We just... Sometimes you watch this. Sometimes you watch their decisions and you just kind of... You can't help but be frustrated. Let's be real. Joshua Rocco checking in from Philippines. My man. Sending love right to the Philippines. Appreciate you. Matthew says, what's your prediction for this, by the way? I predicted 9-0. You sure you're not playing EAFC? Mark J says, no bench other than Xerxes. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like, I saw a bunch of people fighting on Twitter. They're like, oh, Ruben Amorim making defensive choices, making all these bad decisions with respect to team selection. And then somebody was like, what the hell he's going to do? Who else he's going to play? They're like, Xerxes not a defender. Yeah, well, Xerxes, it's either Xerxes or Sheshko. Let's be real. Xerxes at the 10 was all right, but it wasn't always going to be the be-all, end-all here. What's going on, Yoop? Checking in. What's good, John? Says you. Zach Romney says, can John Good Vibes be considered a GOAT fan? I don't know about that one. I don't want to be called the GOAT of anything. But I appreciate you if it's meant to be a compliment and then sending me love. I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know if I'm a GOAT fan. I'll tell you who is a GOAT fan. I'll tell you who's a GOAT fan. Y'all. Give it up for yourselves. Because you're waking up in the morning. You're waking up. You're waking up late at night. You're waking up late at night. You're staying up late at night. Yeah, you can tell. You can clearly tell I'm still half awake, right? And y'all here watching the game, this game, with us. Legends. Absolute legends. You guys are all too kind. Thank you so much for that. We have over 500 of you guys checking in right now. Absolutely fantabulous. What was the word? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Why do I remember that? What the hell? What movie is that from again? Long throwing from Leeds. Somebody needs to step on that. Ooh. Aiden Heaven once again throwing his body. The confidence is if there's one good thing coming out of all of this situation, this sort of blip that we're on, not even a blip. If we're on one positive, the shining light has been Aiden Heaven. He has been the Aiden Heaven. He has been the Aiden Heaven. Mark also talks about Lamens being solid. Agreed. Get it out, lads. Get it out, lads. Step. What a good challenge here from Manu Ugarte. Manu Ugarte. Who's that? Is that Lenny? Or is that Patrick Dorgu? Patrick Dorgu. Turn. Ugarte again. I see. Vispo says, my favorite 70-plus-year-old supporter. Eesh. Who's 70? Somebody just told me that I'm looking young. Don't know that I'm 70. Eddie Carter checking in from Uganda. Thank you so much. Yoon Jae Kim, what's going on? He says, 안녕하세요. 한국에서 보고 있는 팬입니다. United. 사랑합니다. 우리 한국 팬들 같이 지켜봐 주셔서 너무 감사합니다. My Korean fans in the house, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Coco Puff says 20-year-old unk. What the? I didn't wake up in the ass crack of dawn while I could have been sleeping to be beefing with the Immaculate Collective about me being an unk. No, that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. Don't do this to me, y'all. Why does John like Mary Poppins? I've never watched Mary Poppins. What is that? Oh, is that the movie with the girl with the umbrella? Oh, is that where supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've never watched the movie though. What is it though? What is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? What is that? Here's Cunha getting absolutely outmuscled. Cunha should be doing better there. That's clean. That's clean. He does do better. He's got options to Oh, here's Luke. Cunha, get back in, man. Good feint from Luke. He's got Casemiro. Trivella. Just. He was offsides as well, but are you mad? Are you serious? Shesko needs to be better at getting back on side. He needs to be better at fighting against that back line. God love money in the chat says, John, your forehead is just as big as the gap in Ugarte's shot in the goal. What the? Why are y'all here at my forehead? My forehead is gorgeous. All right. Matthew Beeson, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Johnny Hill says, I got the sun beaming in through my window trying to blind me. I think it's trying to help me. Oh. Jonathan Yanash says, damn, Unk got up at 4 a.m. just to get cooked by chat. Yeah, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Guys, by the way, there's over 600 of you guys checking in across the interwebs. If you guys are watching on your phone and you want to kind of keep this in the background, you can join us on YouTube. Oh my goodness, good punch out by Lucene Lomens. You guys can come join us on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. I pay for that extra internet so you guys can join us from all across the interworld. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to be on Instagram, you don't want to be on TikTok while this game is going on, you can come join us. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Ray says he's East Coast. He got up at 7. I did get up at 7. I did. All right. I did. What's going on, Murph? That's right. We're keeping the positive energy, Murph. You know what I'm saying? We got Pharaoh Talks in the house tonight. Big it up for Pharaoh Talks. Shouts out to my man. He says, morning, brother. Morning to you as well. Pharaoh's been teaching me a lot more Arabic. You know, he's been teaching me a lot of Arabic, which is so dope. I've been wanting to learn more about. Let's talk about this corner here first, though. Clears it out. Leeds looking like they're playing with a little bit of confidence once again. Manchester United need to stay resolute in this case. Casemiro in that first half in particular, I was quite annoyed for some reason because I just felt like the passing from him was quite sloppy. What's going on, Ollie Neal? Checking in from YouTube. What's going on, Jesse? Checking in from Jesse from Minecraft. Jesse from Minecraft story mode. What is that? What does that mean, Jesse? Minecraft has a story mode. Just the guy says soccer is cool. Soccer is cool. Ben says, time to just change everything. There is an aura around this team for the last 8 months. You know they aren't going to score because they never get better. Time to wake up, guys. Here's Aiden Heaven. Senator Lamas comes to Claire. Okay, well, here I'm gonna say this real quick. All right, and you guys, I really want to hear what you guys think. Given the understanding that Manchester United clearly has been a team that has changed so much in the past 18 months, we are lacking in quality, we are lacking in depth, and right now we have a bit of an injury situation plus AFCON. So given all of those factors, given every single one of those factors, do you think that this has been completely one of those situations where Ruben Amorim has gotten everything wrong? Do you genuinely believe that? I'm really curious. I just really want to understand. Mark Anthony says, stop making excuses. No, I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious because we have been here for time on end. I've been doing this streaming thing since David Moyes' days. I can't even tell you how many times I've heard so many people get fed up so quickly. Mark Anthony says, 6 defenders, John. What would you have done? What would you have done? This Leeds team is fighting relegation, and most of them are grown ass men. What would you have done? You would have started Shea Lacey. You would have started Mantaro. I got so much time and I got so much love for these young players. Who would you have started? You want to throw all these young players in a rivalry game as this? It ain't 1992 where players finish training session and go for a cigarette and drink 2 beers. At the end of the day, these players are grown ass men and they're fit and they're tough. I don't care if they're 16th place Leeds. Young players they're not, you can't rely on them over and over again. If it's a formation conversation, then I understand. Okay. If it's a formation conversation, okay, here's Leeds though. Here's Leeds. Needs to get out of there. Ugarte just standing in the box, man. Change the formation and play players in their own position. Okay, so and you mentioned Xerxes there. Okay, if we played changed formations here, where do you play Xerxes? Shesko is already starting. Where do you play Xerxes? Johnny says, so we're going to just accept to drop points to 16th place Leeds. I didn't say that. I'm not saying that we should be accepting of that. I was not accepting of the fact that we dropped points against Wolves. That sucks. It stinks. Orange Man says, y'all don't understand pain until you've watched the reigning champions under David Moyes. Them years was pain. I remember when we dropped like 72 crosses against Sunderland, and I was like, are we Man United? I was shocked. Look at the Shesko is still what? Shesko is what, 22? Shesko's a young kid. He's been getting out muscled all day, and Shesko's got great frame and physique for his age. Like, you throw these young kids on here, they're not everybody is Lamine Yamal levels. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is class of 92 vibes. You know, we got to be a little bit more easier on these kids because you don't want to be throwing them into the mix like that. I mean, obviously, you would hope and pray that the kids jump in and they slot in right away. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you want that? I would love to see the kids show up and just absolutely turn up and just destroy everybody. Oh, that's a great ball. But that's not, especially in the modern era of football, that's not how it works. Brian Sasaki says it's like taking up a new language and everyone starts moaning you're not fluent after 2 weeks. Yeah, there's a bit of that vibe, you know? Here's Leeds. Here's Leeds. Look at that. Look at that pace. Look at the difference in pace there. Look at the difference in pace there. Oh my. You must be kidding me. You must be kidding me. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This team has so much that needs to improve. This team has so much that needs to improve. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Wait for the CB subs by Amrim though. I mean, what else are you gonna do here? Mark says that there's nothing to do with Amram. That's just shit. Like these players need to take more accountability in that sense. Look, let's be real. I'm not gonna blame it on one subset of. Everybody deserves more blame. Everybody needs to step up. Amram needs to step up. The players need to step up. You know. Look at this team. Rohan Kundu says exactly. People trying to sack the manager when we don't have a proper squad. Do you see the game we've been watching? Do you see how many clumsy mistakes we've been seeing? The quality on a consistent basis has been shocking. Good job. We take those. We take those. What? We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. Trust me, we're gonna win this. Come on, Cunha. Perfectly weighted pass there from Xerxes. Well done. Well done from Xerxes. Please, Ruben Amram, for the love of God, I will defend you on everything else. Just play four. Just play four at the back. You're ruining Lenny Yaro. You're putting more pressure on a player with high quality and potential and playing him out of position. Let's just play, please. Let's just play back four. Let's just. I've disagreed with Maddie on this as well. Maddie thinks the back four, like we had a disagreement in that sense. You know what I mean? I remember talking about it. We were probably the two that were backing Ruben Emmer, but I wanted to see a back four. I want to see a back four. Shesko, nice bit of link up here. He's Cunha. He's enjoying a bit of space. Luke Shaw making that run. Luke Shaw once again. Oh, I'm glad to see Cunha on the score sheet as well. Gone Love Money says something very interesting here. He says, realistically, who is taking this United team and doing better than Amram? I refuse to believe that a manager is going to walk in here, another manager is going to walk in here and make everything better. I just refuse to believe that. Because if you look at this team and the squad and the lack in consistency and depth, you know what I'm saying? Like Qui-Gon Jinn can come here and try to coach this team and it wouldn't work like that. You know what I mean? Like this team needs work. Yusuf says, come on, Amram, we need United Strand to get a haircut. Ben says, no, they won't. You're right, John. It's the players. Something isn't right with them. There's plenty of talent and there's good talent in this team, but we don't have the overall depth and we don't have an overall quality of consistency. Raphael Russell says, hot take, but I think Cunha is better than Mbappe. That's not a hot take. Not a hot take at all. Minu EMC says, yo, my brother from another nation dropping the Mexico flag. Shouts out to my Mexican familia. Appreciate y'all for checking in. We're gonna win this team. We're gonna win this team. We're gonna win this game. Trust me. Trust me. We're gonna win this game. 문서준 says, 오늘 이길 수 있나요? 아니, 제가 정확히 말씀드리겠습니다. 이길 수 있나요가 아니라 이길 거예요. We are going to win. It's not about are we going to win. I don't know. It's we are going to win. Trust me. Here's Leeds though. Stinker of a cross. Good clearance. We're going to win. Trust me. I could say we're going to win in Korean, in English, in Spanish. I can't remember. Somebody tell me in Spanish, how do you say we're going to win? Ray says, John, BTS come back in March. I didn't know nothing about that. Long throwing. Gotta get it out though. Oh! Oh! Senna Lament's full stretch. Oh my days. Oh. Brian Sasaki says, if we go to a back four, who do you play when everyone's fit? That's a great question, but what I know for sure, at least when we're talking about the back five, more specifically the center three, Lenny Yoro is not he's not having a good time playing at the wide of the three right now. And whether that is his final position or whether that requires a little bit of adjustment from Lenny Yoro's perspective, I don't know what that is, but he needs to be protected. Because clearly he looks very uncomfortable going up against these players on that right-hand side. By the way, there's 1,000 of you guys checking in. Sensational. Katie in the chat. Katie says Big Bang 20 and then Top is back. Are you serious? Big Bang is back? Aha, most definitely. The Incredible. B to the A to the... Okay, anyway, let me stop. Ben says, John, what is your favorite Manchester United moment? I have so many. So many to count from. I would say probably in 2010 when we played in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Chelsea, and then Park scored with his weak foot assist Ryan Giggs. I had a microfracture on my hand here because I was so excited. I was so happy. I was just like punching my table. I was like, yes! Oh my God. You see this one? Aye. Advantage played Leeds here. What a through ball. But Lisandro Martinez reads that like a damn book. You can't play that against Licha, man. Good resilience from Manchester United. Oh. But yeah, that was a good moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Back then. I mean, if it's a little bit more recent, I'm gonna be honest with you. Being able to go watch the FA Cup final for Manchester United at Wembley was a moment I will never, ever, ever forget. Yunja says, what good old days of the Champions League. I know, right? Now it's 맨날 술이야. I forgot the lyrics. Guys, allow me. It's 8 something in the morning. I can't sing. Here we go. Here we go. The pass needs to be better. The pass needs to be better. Bart says, if Park left PSV and joined Liverpool, would you have been a channel talking about the best football club in the world being Liverpool? Absolutely not, Bart. How dare you? United. Edward Chen says, that thing is going to wake up the baby's word. I need to be quiet. I'm going to keep singing. Yunjae says, 저는 3월에 신혼여행으로 Old Trafford. Oh, you're going to your honeymoon trip to Old Trafford. Hey, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you guys. Enjoy and have a safe trip. You're going to have a great time. I know it. Xerxes. Immaculate football. It's clean, keeping the ball in possession. Here's Cunha. Cunha lays it off. Xerxes. Cross. Oh, oh. Sesko. Gotta be doing better than, man. Those are the one. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you will know that the two positions in Manchester United that I take very highly and I sort of like keep in terms of the expectations is the captain's role and the number 9. Manchester United always needs to have a lethal, clinical number 9 without a doubt. You know what I mean? And look, I got so much time for Sheshko, and I know he'll come good, but he's got to do better there. Strikers, you're gonna have 1 or 2, 3 chances a game. You have to make those count. I'm sorry. That's why strikers generally get paid the most, because they do the thing that's most difficult in the game, which is to score goals. Man, a lot of people in the chat are upset about Sheshko, but who would you have wanted? Because before we were talking about Sheshko, everybody was talking about Gyökeres. Would you have rather wanted Gyökeres? Because you watching him at Arsenal right now, bro is invisible. This game is like cagey, but it's like the cage is made out of jello. You know what I mean? Like there's no real substance behind it. It's just cagey for no reason. But here's Luke Shaw. Oh, he sat on top of the ball like he was a rooster. Oh, no, sorry. I think it's a hen, right? Rooster is the male chicken. I love chicken. Edward Chen says Højlund. I would have kept Højlund. We never should have sold. We never should have sold Højlund. I mean, I said the same thing. I felt like we should have just kept him, because I felt like, especially Højlund's situation. Yeah, of course. Look, again, he could have done better and he should have done better. Let's be real. But I felt like one of the bigger concerns in that moment, at least with respect to Højlund, was that's a great was the fact that he had Alejandro Garnacho alongside him, who literally never crossed the ball in his life. And he made one cross that was half-assed and was complaining that he did his job. You know, I felt like that time, as much as we had so many problems, one of the biggest problems, especially in the front three, was Alejandro Garnacho. I'm not even going to lie to you. Watching Alejandro Garnacho's level of selfishness reach the levels of like all the way up here, that used to piss me the F off. I can't even tell you. Good defending from United. Well done. You remind me of a... You just has totally agreed about Garnacho. I was reserved. I was skeptical about Garnacho when he first popped into the scene because I felt like everybody was overhyping the whole like he's got Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi vibes about him. He doesn't give an F, and I was like, that's cool and whatnot. But it's about when he hits that first like bump. How is he going to answer that? Because that trick is always going to be found out at some point, right? Is there's always that link up ball. But we got to just can we keep it? How was he going to fix that? You know, but if anything, it was his toxicity that made it worse, and that toxicity spilled onto everybody. It literally takes one or two bad. Marcus Kennelly says, "Have you been at Old Trafford?" Yes, many times. Many times. I've even scored a penalty at Old Trafford. Ray says, I'd say it's time for a substitution, but Fletcher twins ain't it. I mean, who you gonna bring? You know what I mean? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Edward Trent says PK in pants. Yeah. I scored a penalty wearing linen pants. And I wore the slipperiest shoes ever. And the grass at Old Trafford felt like cushion. It felt so good. Oh, that's a great ball. That's a great ball. Oh, it's a foul. Going to Old Trafford is a magical experience for all Man United fans. It is the trip that I wish for all Man United fans to make, right? Ben says that's why you almost fell. I was wondering. Yeah, it was so slippery. It was so slippery. Like you cannot be kicking the ball on there without studs. Like it was so like well plushed. Like you could feel it. Like you take each step onto the grass, and I'm like, it felt so nice. Yeah. Yusuf says we want to win, not draw with bad teams. Yusuf, you got that right. We're gonna win though. Marcus says I'm going there for the first time when they meet Leeds again. I'm from Sweden. Marcus, congratulations. Yo, we got so many of the Immaculate Collective tonight joining in who's gonna be visiting Old Trafford for the first time. You know? And I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna say this real quick. I am with you when you are upset about this game. I am with you when you are upset about how Manchester United should be doing better. Do not get it twisted. I'm not sitting here being all giddy and happy like, oh, things are gonna be well. No, I'm not Thai levels of like everything's gonna be all right in that sense. It will be all right, but not. Here we go. Let's talk about all right here. Here's Patrick Dorgo. Come on, let's make it all right, Patrick. It will get better. It will get better. But right now, things need to improve like on a more consistent basis. But there's only so much that a team can do. It's gonna take time. It's going to take time. I'm not gonna talk about other content creators because that's not my job. I don't want everybody has their own right to express the way that they feel about the club in their way. Right? I'm not gonna tell you how you should support a club. So if you feel like you want Ruben Amorim out or you feel like this is upsetting, you have every right to feel that, right? What I don't like is when you get to the point of like extreme toxic anger, you know? To a point where it's like every game that United don't win, you're freaking screaming at the top of your lungs and fuming. I don't know who that helps. You know, I don't know who that helps. Like you clearly watch this game and you know that there's so many problems in this team. You know that there's inconsistencies, but it's gonna take time to improve. You can't with the snap of a finger. It just doesn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that. And if you don't understand that, then you need to check yourself because it's not. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Ruben Amorim. Like, you know what's funny? That press conference yesterday, Ruben Amorim was talking about how he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, like, if you guys don't understand, like, I'm sorry, the fans, it's hard for some of the fans to understand, but I trust my decision because, I want the best for the players. And let's be real, whether we agree with that assessment or not, here are the facts. The fact is, the fans sometimes have a very hard time understanding what the decisions are. But Ruben Amorim is right in that sense. He does know more about the situation. He does know more about the players. So I do understand that to a degree. It's going to take time. We played against, who was it? Was it Villa? I can't remember, but like, I can't remember what the team was, but they looked at the bench and they had so much depth. Who do we have depth-wise? We don't have nobody. And if you think the Fletcher twins are going to be the answer, it's not going to work that way. That's not how football works. Modern football does not work that way. I got so much time for these youngsters, but you can't throw them into the mix and expect them all to just become the answer. That's very reductive. You're going to kill the players, the confidence. Their first start is so important. It's going to take time. Trust me. And I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all, oh, you guys always need to be positive. No, absolutely not. I choose to be more positive because I feel like that's what I want to. Okay, here we go. Patrick Dorgu. Here's Dorgu. He's got two in front of him. This game, we're missing Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, Brian Mbumo, three of our most attacking players. Do you know what I mean? Not to even mention our actual starting defenders. We're missing Matthijs de Ligt. Harry Maguire would have been surely playing in these games. And we're missing Kobbie Mainoo. That right there is arguably so many of our defenders, of our starters, sorry. So given the situation, we're doing the best we can. Let's be real. Changboin Arnold Didi says, I feel so sorry for my team. Me too, man. Cross comes in. Leeds just couldn't get over the top of the ball there. Great control of the ball. Good tackle. But Leeds regained possession. Manu tries to wrestle him back, but Leeds maintain possession. That's got to be a foul, surely. Referee just says play on. Okay, we'll take those. We take those. Here's Dorgu. Whips it in. I don't know if that was a whip in or he tried to pass. I don't know what I just saw there from Patrick. And it's like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, sometimes I like watch sometimes I see the complaints, and again, everybody has their right to express their own complaints and whatnot. But sometimes it's like, what else do you expect these kids to do? Like somebody was like, why didn't he run faster? Brother, are you serious? You think in that situation, Aiden Heaven wasn't trying to run as fast as he could? It's like determination. They should have had more desire to fight. If he had more desire, he would have run faster. No, that's not how it works. You honestly think if he had more determination, he would have ran faster? No. Like, we are clearly lacking in depth and quality overall. This is a decent team, but we need to put more energy. We need to put more money into building this squad. Look at Mikel Arteta when he first took over in 2019. His first 11 comprised of Leno and a back four of Saka left back, David Luiz, Socrates, Maitland-Niles, midfield three of Torreira, Xhaka, and Ozil, front line of Alba, Lacazette, and Reece Nelson. That's a shocking team right there, with the greatest respect. Probably Ozil, and Saka back then was very young. Apart from Ozil, maybe Alba, and maybe Laka. Like, that team was shocking. Here's Leeds, though. Here's Leeds. He's got acres of space. That's a great pass. Ooh, Pirlo tried to bend that. It's going to take time. It's frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, we've been talking all day. We've been talking throughout this entire half. 87 minutes. It needs to get better. Trust me, I'm with you. I understand that wholeheartedly. It needs to improve, without a doubt. Come on, come on. Can we get a late winner here? I better see at least 3 minutes of stoppage time here. Like, we have no link up. It's difficult. Nate96 says, I don't understand why he won't put in some of the academy kids. We need more. Give them a chance. Take off Ugarte and Dorgu. Bring Shaw to left center back and push Lissandro into midfield. I don't know if that really is going to be the case. Chang Buin, Arnold, Didi says, we're going to be better. Let's just stop being emotional all the time. Yes, I agree in the sense that we are going to improve. Just not today. It's going to take time. What's going on? Jaitir, thank you for joining us. You remind me. Oh, come on, can we get something here, lads? Can we get something here, lads? Look at that, Patrick Dorgu. You know he's got speed. You know he's got strength. He's getting just out muscled like a kid. And you expect these younger kids to come on and try to fight against these big boys? It's not easy. 4 minutes of stoppage time. And don't get me wrong. Again, like I said, I understand your frustration. I do. Trust me, I do. What's going on here? What's going on here? I have no audio. Talk to me, guys. What's going on here? Oh, no. Handball? Is pen? Is pen? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. I freaked out. Okay. Orange Man, I think he meant to tag Nate96, not you. Come on, lads. There we go. There's an error. Here we go, Cunha. He needs options, though. Look at this. It's a sea of white already. Where's the red? Where's the Reds? Lacking in pace. Look at that. These players. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's Ugarte. What the fuck? Casemiro. Come on, keep playing. Xerxes. Great ball, Xerxes. Here's Luke. Long throw-in. Luke Shaw. We still got time. No. I didn't change the bad vibes, John. I'm still good vibes always. which we try to be, right? That's the most important thing. Oh, come on, lads. We got to push up. We got to push up. Cunha. That's got to be a foul, surely. Oh, my freaking goodness. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Good defending. We got a minute left. Come on, lads. Fight. Just stop. Patrick, stop complaining. Just play for now, man. Oh, my God. Keep playing. Come on. Do you see what's going on here? Are you watching this? No formation is going to fix this. You know what I mean? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think sometimes the back four might help, but this is way more than just a formation issue. This is way more than just a formation issue. Way more. Are you watching the quality and just the decision making? And no formation is going to fix this. It's going to take time. Like, I got so much time and I got so much love for a lot of these players, but some of them, it's not good enough. It's going to take time to fix all this. Full time, Manchester United won. Leeds won. Points dropped again by Manchester United. Points gained by Leeds. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. Manchester United still finished the game 5th on the table, 2 points behind Liverpool, 10 points behind third place Manchester City. The gap is slowly starting to show from the top 3, at least with respect to what's been panning out in the top 10, the top half of the table. I'm going to be honest with you. This has been something that I've been already accepting for a while. And it might sound boring for a lot of y'all, but if you think about this team and you compare it to last season, this team would have lost this game last year. This team would have lost the game against Wolves last year. You think Senna Lamans that against Wolves, do you think that last minute save? You think Andre Nana was going to save that? Absolutely not. We've made improvements, but we're still far from where we need to be. You have every right to feel frustrated. You have every right to feel upset. I guarantee you, trust me. Like, I will allow you, like, I'm not here to say that you're wrong. Absolutely not. You have every right to feel your frustration. But it's going to take time to fix things. It's going to take time. Absolutely. Katie Marie says it's so frustrating, but not surprising. Exactly. Sunak says it's a decent result given what's our squad. Yeah, it's so much easier. It's so much. Look, I'll say this before I gotta go. It's so much easier to look at this result and just go, "Hey, United stink" and whatever. Like, there's so much more behind what's actually going on with respect to context. We literally are missing 8 of our starters. Let's not be overly negative. You have every right to feel negative. You have every right to feel upset. But please, if I may, as I am not a Manchester United fan representative. I'm not that at all. But please, I want y'all to understand that don't waste your energy into feeling negative, because this is kind of what we're gonna do. We're missing 8 of our starters. So just brush this off and go enjoy the day. Enjoy the day. You know what I mean? San PS says Sheshko will come good. We just have to be patient. Yeah, let's just give these lads time. You know what I mean? But that's not to say that everything. No, you can say what you want. You can feel frustration. You can voice those things. Anthony Bimbo says we need transfers. We absolutely do, Anthony. We need signings. We need signings for sure. This team needs depth. It needs help. Osira says these are pro players, bruv. Just hit the target. That's the least. It's so hard as a player to do what you want to do when there's another professional who is top notch in terms of his physique, very low body fat levels, muscle levels are fantastic when they're all over you. Do you know how hard it is to do that? That's why the top players get more respect and love because they are. If you watch the top players train and perform, Raphael Russell says, do not be upset. Last year we were 15th. This year we're 5th. Yeah. Yeah, man. We need, there's things that are so clear and prevalent. We need signings badly. Even when we have majority of our starters, we still need depth. Right? Yunja says, I wish we could sign James Garner or Ruben Neves. We should have never let James Garner go, I'll tell you that. But Ruben Neves, I'll take. On a good price, I'll take him right now. We just need depth. We need ready players. Now, I'm not even saying we need like world-class talent. We just need depth right now. Yeah? So give me signings. Give me signings. We need depth. Don't talk to me about overinflated squad if we sign too many players. No. We need depth. The dude man says Markiplier 2.0. Yo, I'll take it. Markiplier is a stud. I love his voice too. We need depth. That's number one. Number two, I'll tell you what we need. We need to chill. We need to calm. We need calma. When I play footy here with my Spanish friends, they say the words tranquilo. And apparently it means peace, like chill, relax. Tranquilo. We need to be tranquilo. That's what we need. Yeah? Because while I understand your frustration, it ain't just snap and fix. You know? Al Vineo Musula says 5th or 15th, we are still playing poorly. We are. I'm not going to sit here and say we're playing great because we're not. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. We're not playing well. But I think we're playing better than last year. Because if you guys must have the memory of a goldfish if you don't remember how bad we were last year. We're so much better this year. Akmal Shah says, John, thank you for still spreading good vibes. I'd rather laugh than cry to supporting this club. Yes, laugh, man. Exactly. And if this game stunk, whatever, man. Brush it off. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Football is important, but it ain't that important. You know what I mean? Sunak Jana says, the ones we need to be frustrated is at the board. I want to see the board make decisions this year. I want to see them show like real intent. Osira says, look at the fixtures, John, and tell me. If we forgive these small teams on paper, we got to do better. Look, Osira, you're absolutely right. I'm not sitting here saying that this is all okay because we, of course, need to be getting points against 16th place and 19th place, 20th place. We need to be getting results. Absolutely. 100%. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not. You're right. We need to be getting results. 문서준 says 테나가 나아요? 아모림이 나아요? 테나는 컵이라도 따졌지 아모림은 선수도 잘 못 데리고 오는 것 같고 보여주는 게 부족한 것 같은데 어떻게 생각하시나요? 그냥 지금 멤버 테나 데리고 오면 그게 더 나을 수도 있지 않을까요? So 문서준 basically 서준 씨 basically asked, is Ten Hag better or Amorim better in this situation? We needed to move on from Ten Hag. We did. I think that's a fact. But one thing we shouldn't be doing is doing the same thing over and over again, which is not give managers time. I always give people 2 full seasons before I start like really saying they deserve more time or they deserve less time. My requirement from what I want to see with respect to Ruben Amorim at this moment in time is I need to see improvement on a consistent basis with respect to how he wants to set up his teams. And consistency from the perspective of not just constantly playing the same system in the same formation. Consistency from the perspective of, can he find ways to change things around where he can get more out of his players? Obviously, he knows he's the flipping manager of the team. Of course, he knows more about the players than we do. Of course, but we need to see it on a results basis because we're fans. That's the only thing we're going to be able to see. So if he's saying he knows the team better than we do, which obviously is the truth, then he needs to be able to show us, okay, then are you going to get results with these guys? It's going to take time. Kenji says, John, please teach people to know between toxicity and criticism. Yes, absolutely, Kenji. We talked about this so many times on here. I have every belief in the sense that you guys have every right to feel your upsetness and feel upset and feel bad. And trust me, I get it. But don't take it over the top because it doesn't help anyone if you're screaming and shouting and talking about beating people up. Who does that help? You just spread more disgusting vibes and you make yourself, you pour evil into this. It ain't good for you. Because football is serious, but it ain't that serious. Go enjoy life. You know what I mean? Like everybody's talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Everybody's talking about Erik ten Hag. Do you remember how bad things were? And let's be real, with the greatest, I love Ollie so much, right? I love Ollie, and I believe so much that Erik ten Hag was going to get things right for us. But let's be real, when it started getting bad, they had a much better team than they have right now. This team on paper, if you look at this squad, the squad that played today, and if you look at the squad that played against Wolves, you compare this squad to the teams that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had and Erik ten Hag had, they had a much better squad. It's not, hindsight is 20/20 vision, y'all. Stop living in this moment where you're just upset about everything because it ain't going to help you. It ain't going to help us. NRJ says, I love Šeško, but his performance is too bad. Look, if you feel like his performance was bad, you have every right to feel that way. You have every right to feel that way. But he's young. It's his first season. When Man United finished second and we were improving, what did I tell you guys? I'm talking about a few years ago under Ten Hag. I said, Manchester United, if we want to show intent, we need to sign a proper number 9 and a young number 9 because you need to have balance. Because if we don't sign a veteran like Harry Kane, you're going to rely on these young players to do everything. And that's a recipe for disaster in the modern era. What do? We signed a Rasmus Højlund, who I have so much time for, but he was never going to be the be-all, end-all. We have to be smarter with our transfer policies, which I think we have been improving very, very much, which I'm very proud of, but we need to do more. And it's going to take time. You can't just snap and it's going to work. It needs to, time is going to fix this more than anything. Guys, it's already 9:34. Today, this week was important for us because my grandfather, who is no longer with us, he passed away last year. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I was out for a little bit because around the time of the Europa League semifinals and whatnot, I lost my grandfather, and this is the first year we're not able to celebrate his birthday with him. So unfortunately, I'm going to be cutting the stream short today because I'm going to be going to visit him today. Sorry, but yeah. I just wanted to say thank you guys. So there's over 2,700 of you guys checking in across the interwebs, and I'm so grateful for all of y'all. But Akmal Shah says, John, any update regarding the Park Ji-sung interview? As soon as I get updates, I'll tell you guys. As soon as I get updates, I will inform you guys. But yeah. Uh Yeah, it's been a little bit mellow in my household, especially with my parents, because my dad, he misses his dad, and I don't blame him. You know, you miss your family members if they're gone. When they're gone, it hurts a lot. So it's the first year, the first birthday. So those are tough, and I want to be there for him. And but just as much as I want to be there for my family, I got to be there for y'all too. Because this is my family in many ways. And we're talking about the football club that we love. And if you guys are upset about what you're seeing, I totally get it. I totally get it. But if there's one thing I may say to you guys, a lot of y'all might be older than me. A lot of y'all might be younger than me. A lot of y'all might have more experience than me in the world. Oh, nobody knows. But I will tell you this. Football is so incredible and football is beautiful, but it ain't the be all end all. There's more important things. And you don't want to be sitting here feeling furious about it all, because what you gonna do? You can't do anything about this. What are you gonna do? You're mad that he didn't bring on Jack Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? You're mad that Patrick Dorgu didn't do a proper touch. Like, what the hell's gonna happen? You could feel upset about it, but don't let it kill you. Thank you guys so much. I think I got a little bit too personal there at the end there. Apologies. But I just want to share with you guys what's been going on. So I'm gonna be heading over to visit my grandpa. So, guys, this let's get back to real world. Yeah, this stunk. We shouldn't have dropped points, but it is what it is. Given the squad situation, given the lack in depth, given the missing players due to AFCON, due to injuries, what are you gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do? So go enjoy your day, go enjoy your time. We'll figure it out. Yeah. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's over 2,700 of you guys checking in across the interwebs. If you guys can come find us on YouTube, that's where we get the maximum experience. Follow us, subscribe, all across the interwebs. Good Vibes John is the handle. Thank you guys so much. That's it for me, though. Appreciate you guys. Be happy, be healthy, take care of all your loved ones, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.